Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Empire. If you're passing by for the first time, please feel free to join us and feel free to be part of this family by subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you get notified every time I put up my videos. So I try as much as I can to put up my videos every week. So today I just wanted us to talk about getting a flawless foundation, especially when you have dry skin. I have dry skin. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but trust me, I have dry skin, but not like really dry skin. It's like combination to dry, something not combination, normal to dry. Like I don't have issues with my skin or anything like that. So that is what I want us to talk about today. I just want to show you guys how I get my foundation misty, flawless, looking all glowy, looking all put together. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. So without further ado, let's just get straight into that video. So the first things you want to do is what I normally do is after I have washed my face, do your normal everyday routine, or you just from the bathroom and you've done all your face stuff. What I normally do is I moisturize my face, and the moisturizer that I use is this Nivea Soft over here. This is really good, especially if you have dry skin, considering the fact that it has a creamy kind of consistency, so it is a bit thicker for you to use. So this is what I normally do. It has worked magic for me. I used to struggle a lot to get the best moisturizer, so I normally just used to wash my face and leave it like that, but since I landed on Nivea Soft, it has been a lifesaver. So what you want to do is just apply Nivea Soft all over your face and just moisturize your entire face, or any type of moisturizer that you use. And when it comes to your under eyes, you really want to be gentle. Just rub that all over your face. I'm really trying to be careful because I already did my brows of camera. I don't really want it to rub even a tiny bit of it, because you all know that doing your brows is like a major something hard. Like it takes your entire time to do. So the next thing you want to do is just pat it all over your skin. Just press everything together. Because you'll still take your foundation all the way to your neck if you're that kind of person who does that. I don't usually do that a lot. In the process is where I normally moisturize my lips also. Mind you, we are getting ready to do makeup, so really want to make sure everything is moisturized. To me, that's done. The next thing you want to do is go in with your primer. Now I'm doing this before I do my eyes. That is because I want to be doing my eyes when my foundation, my moisturizers and my primers are settling into the skin, so that when I'm coming with my foundation, we have everything just into the skin. Just the skin is ready, the pores are all in a good place, so when you apply your foundation, it becomes flawless. So key number one, you can do your skin prep before you do your eyeshadow, or your, what is it called, your eyeshadow and your eyebrows, so that when you're doing your eyeshadow and your eyebrows, everything just sinks in together, so you can just have like a flawless kind of application going on. So the next thing I want to do is to go in straight with my primers to do that. The primer that I'm using today is the Elf Hydrating Primer. This is a very good primer for people with dry skin. It has become like, I've been using this for the longest time. If you have been in my channel for some time now, you'd notice that I've been using Elf a lot. Not that I don't have any other primer, I have other primers, but I just love using Elf because it's just an amazing primer. So you just put that onto your face, just amount that is enough for you. I think that is enough for me, and you just want to distribute that all over your face. Like I said, you want to be gentle around your under eye area. Make sure everything is evenly distributed around your face. Then I just pat that all over my skin, all over my face. Then that is done. After that is done, what I normally do is I go in with my rose water. This is just rose water put in this bottle, opposed to using a setting spray, because setting sprays are expensive. Rose water is only 70 shillings if you buy it from the supermarket. So I just bought rose water and I changed the bottle because I love this bottle so much. So I just put it here so that I can spritz it all over my face like that. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Just spritz, yes, that word, all over my face. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So now I'm just gonna let that sink, everything, the moisturizer, the primer, the setting, not the setting spray, but the rose water. I just wanna let everything sink in. Right now I'm looking all glowy, I'm looking all, oh my goodness, I look good. I look like my face is hydrated. So you don't really have to use expensive stuff to get your face hydrated or looking all put together. So right now what you want to do is, as our products sink into our face, we're just gonna go straight and do our eyes, which I'm gonna do off camera. I'm not gonna do it with you guys because today's video for you guys is just on foundation. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna do my face off camera, then I'm gonna come back and share with you guys how I do my foundation. So don't go nowhere, I'm coming back right now. So now that our eyes are done, we are ready now to do our foundation. And before I do my foundation, if I want to have like a glowy kind of foundation beneath, what I do is I go in with an illuminating base. And what I do is I use this illegal illuminating base right here, and I apply that all over my face. I just use my fingers to rub. You can use a brush if you want to, but I prefer using a fingers to blend. You can use a brush to blend in your illuminating base if you don't want to have like a lot of product on your hands, like the way I hate having product on my hands. So what I do is I go in with a foundation that I like. Considering the fact that we are not concealing anything on our face, I only have these dark spots right here that I would like to conceal, but I'm not concealing today. So I just went ahead straight with my Maybelline full coverage foundation. This is in the shade, this is the Maybelline what is it called, a Superstay foundation in the shade 66 Hazelnut. This is the one I'm going to use. So I'm just gonna pump that all over my face. So this is where the tricky part comes in. So since I have applied my foundation, I've not even started blending it in. I go back with my rose water right here and I spray it on my face. Only if, that is, if I had places where my skin had dried while I was doing my eyes, or the moisture is all gone and everything, so I just want to hydrate that again. So just spray just a bit of it, just a little bit of it. That's enough. Then I use a brush to blend in my foundation. You can use a beauty blender, it depends on your preferable choice, but I like using a brush because it takes less product than using a foundation. Then I also spray my brush just a bit, like 2 pumps of spray. That is a lot of spraying, I know it's a lot of hydration, but if your skin is dry and you want to have like a flawless misty foundation, you want to hydrate as much as you can. So let's just go ahead and blend that into our skin. And once I've applied my foundation the first round, I feel like there's some moisture that has been extracted off my face. You guys, I hydrate my face like crazy. Like I hydrate my face. I don't know how many times I hydrate my face, but I just hydrate my face a lot of times, that I can just get a smooth blending, no rough edges, no nothing. So just spray that a bit again. Then we go back to blending. I always go back with my beauty blender just to take off the excess foundation if I have any, and to blend any area that I feel like has not been blended well. At this point our foundation looks misty, it looks like it's hydrated, our face doesn't feel like moisture is being extracted. And the reason why I'm moisturizing and hydrating so much is because the foundation I'm also using is also meant for people with oily skin or combination to oily skin. So when you hydrate a lot and you have dry skin, you can get away with any kind of foundation, even if it's matte. So sometimes actually most of the times I get away with matte foundations because of the hydration that I do. Once I'm done, I will be all glowing and I'll be like, did you use a matte foundation? I'll be like, yeah, it's a matte foundation. But since I hydrated my face quite a lot of times, it doesn't really show that I used a matte foundation. So now let's go into concealing, which is also part of this tutorial right here. So for highlighting my face, I'll be using the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to put that on my highlighted areas. I do have a video on how showing you guys how I highlight and contour my face, so this is just gonna be a very quick thing. And also sometimes I feel like concealers are drying to my face. This is not an exaggeration, this is just basically what I do on a normal day when I want to wear makeup. Like, so sometimes I feel like concealers are dry to my face, so what do I do again? Like, my rose water always comes in handy in every step of my makeup application. So I just spray again like that. And also I make sure that my beauty blender is damp enough for me to blend in. So I'm going to use this beauty blender right here, which I love because of the shape. So let's blend that in. So once that is done, now we are done with hydrating and everything. So what we want to do now is do our contour. But before we do our contour, we want to go straight ahead and set our face. So for setting, I normally use my Sacha Baraka powder to do that. And before I set my face, I normally make sure that I blend the area underneath my face so that I do not have any areas crack, any folds or any concealers and foundations settling underneath. So you just do that. And because you have dry skin, please avoid doing baking. Do not bake if you have dry skin. Still, your makeup, if you have a good base, your makeup is still going to last. So just avoid baking. All you have to just press the product on your skin, on all the areas you highlighted. I know you're looking all ashy and white, but don't worry. Once we contour, everything is gonna look together. We are done. Now it's time for us to contour our face. And for contour, I'm going to use this palette right here. This is the Cara powder palette. This is what I'm going to use to contour my face. And I'm going to use these shades right here, like the darkest shade on the palette, which is these two shades right here, but I'm going to use this shade. Then to put everything together, to remove the ashiness, I'm going to use the LA Pro powder in the shade Warm Caramel, and I'm going to just press that and dust off any whitish. So our under eyes are done, our lashes are on. So what I do now is set my face before I do my highlights. And for setting my face, I normally go with this elf setting spray, which is a mist and set. So if your face is dry skin, you want to go for setting sprays that are mist kind of finish, not matte sprays. So I'm using this. I've been using this for the longest time and I think I love it. I'm usually so in love with it and I love it big time. So if you're struggling to get yourself a good hydrating setting spray, you can try this elf. It's the bomb. So you want to hydrate your face as much as you can. Soak yourself into that setting spray. Don't be ashamed. Just suck it, drink all the setting spray on your face. So this is how we do it, and I hydrate my face with that. So I hope my lashes are sticking well. I think I'm getting better at putting on my lashes as time goes by. So it's all about practice. Don't get twisted if you can fix your lashes. I've been fixing them up here, down there, I mean all over the places. So, and we are done. So right now is about time we did our lips, but I hope you guys are getting like the vibe I'm trying to show you. Like right now our look is complete and it's done, but we're looking all we're glowing. It's not just because of the highlights, but also whatever it is we have beneath is just making everything come together and just look all good and all just amazing and seamless. So if you have dry skin and you really want to like have a glowing, base, you really want to follow all the steps that I've shown you guys. Like hydrating is like the key. And also after hydrating, and once you're done with your foundation, get yourself a setting spray that is mist and has a mist finish. Especially if you're a beginner, you really want to go and check on the products that you buy. Do not just go around buying matte things because everybody's buying matte. You really want to understand your skin very, very well. But also, once again, if you hydrate your face so much and so well, I think you can get away with uh, matte products. Like for me, all my foundation are almost matte, like they're normal to dry to oily skin, because finding a foundation that is of good coverage and is of good quality and it's hydrating is also another challenge. So sometimes people with dry skin do not have a lot of range of products to use, so we end up using matte products, which are used for people with oily skin. So this is our look right here. We're done. We've done everything. Our foundation is sitting right beneath our face, and not beneath but on top of our face, but in a very, very flawless and misty and just beautiful. If you have dry skin, this is the kind of glow that you want to be having with your foundation. You don't want to look like uh moisture is being sucked out of your face just because you have dry skin. So you want to feel like you're comfortable, you're hydrated, you have a good skincare going on, even if you don't have any. But when you follow all these steps, you're gonna have a beautiful flowing skin. So this is all about hydration when it comes to dry skin, and getting all hydrated products for your face, and also trying to getting hydrated foundations. If you can find any hydrated foundations, then you want to have, like, they're not called hydrated foundations, they're called illuminating foundations, I guess, for dry skin. But you don't really have to get an illuminating foundation. You can get away with the dry foundation if your base is touched well and your base is amazing. So this is just basically everything I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and you've learned something, and you are ready to rock your face and have a flawless foundation if you have dry skin, and have a hydrated kind of look going on right there, and feel good about yourself. This is makeup that I can sit on my face for like more than 12 hours. I can wear this for 16-20 hours, no lying. I wear my makeup for a long time, for long hours if I have to, but at the end of the day I'll still come back looking like this. So one day I'm gonna wear a foundation test, not a test but a makeup test, where I wear my makeup, no touch-ups. I do not do touch-ups, by the way. I think I've touched that 1,000 times on my channel. I don't do touch-up. That's why I take a lot of time to prep my skin before I do my foundation, because when you prep your skin well, then be sure that your foundation or your makeup is gonna last a long time. So I'm going to see you guys next time. I hope you guys have learned something on this video on my channel and you're enjoying this. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts and the things that you want me to share. I've also had a lot of requests on Instagram to do eyeshadow tutorials, like show you guys how I blend, which colors, like eyeshadow combinations, like which colors goes with which, just how foundations syncing, not eyeshadows syncing together. So if you want to see how that goes, please stick around, subscribe down below to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to support your girl. Follow me on Instagram to see all the nitty-gritty things that I do over there. My Instagram handle is running all over the place, and I'm going to see you guys next time. I hope you guys have learned something and enjoyed this video, and for that, you'll know what I say. Bye bye.